guys. I am so nervous to be up here. I won't say I hate this feeling, but I think a stronger feeling is being in a room with all of you guys and the teachers and my best friends. And that's what I want to lean into more. And just having that empty, I'm not going to cry. But in yoga class, in yoga training, we learned about something called prana. Prana is the very thing that brings our aliveness. It's the breath and the feeling that we have in the world. And at its very best, it could feel like meeting someone really special that's like going to change your life. At its very worst, it feels like losing that person. Are we going to get the slides back? I need the remote. And for the longest time, I didn't know how to differentiate between those two different energies. All I knew is that my body felt different and it was bad.
Thanks again. It's the big button. So there's slides. Did we not check with Amy if she had slides? I don't think we have her slides.
Oh, it's okay. We'll roll up the punches. And yeah, I didn't know how to differentiate between the two. Everything was bad, and as a reaction, I shut it down, I ran away from it, I made it stop. And what started to shift that was in yoga training, Sachi told us, what if the energy that we're feeling isn't bad? What if it's not anxiety, but it's our body begging us to step into our power? And it's our body asking us to be brave. And that started to shift the way I related to my body and my world. And yeah, it was a change that I needed because the past few years, it was hard for me to figure stuff out. There's a disconnect, not in a dramatic way, life is fine, but there's a disconnect between what I wanted to be, what I wanted to do, and how I actually was. I could still see beauty in the world, I knew it existed, but I didn't think that it was for me. And as a result, it made me shut people out, it made me reactive to things, and so I was gonna change that. I did that by adopting every single framework that I could. I was like, MBTI, I'm a mediator, okay, I don't feel like that, next, astrology, I'm Aries, I'm fiery, I hate that. Inner child, I was a child, and there are a bunch of other ones. But ultimately, those were not helping, it just made me orbit around myself even more. I would break up with my therapist. I was like, sorry, but I'm so tired of talking about myself like this. And what did I do after? Yeah, it made me orbit around myself. It was closing my world off. Life still continued. And yeah, I just reached a breaking point where I needed to relate to the world in a different way. And that's where I found yoga Yoga was the means to not see life or myself as a solution or something to solve, but I learned how to be in a relationship with it and through the ups and downs and not just shy away from it when it got hard. In yoga asana, I would experience those influxes of energy in my body, and I had no choice but to sit with it. I would feel my chest get tight. This happened a lot when I would have to teach in class the past 10 weeks. It was a crazy feeling and I hated it, but I was learning how to work with the prana and work with the energy instead of trying to force it to be a certain way, because I tried that for so long. And through yoga, I learned that the path wasn't going to look a certain way for me, but it was going to be my way. And my way is chaotic. It's sometimes being a bowl in a china shop. Sometimes it's being a little chihuahua. But it's me, and it was part of the path of, I'm stubborn as hell. Of course, it was going to take me this long to figure out, but that's how it gets ingrained in myself even more potently. And yeah, I had a slide that had like a bunch of clouds with different densities, and I'm like, maybe the answer that I wasn't trying to solve was how to be human, but maybe I could learn how to. Oh, they were such good slides. But maybe yoga taught me that I don't have to be the cloud itself. I could be the space among the clouds. I could take on different forms. And yeah, I trip along the way. I keep forgetting. And yoga just gave me an anchor to get over myself and figure out that the real way was